You're on, right?
Jai Gurudev, everyone. I'm so happy to be welcoming you all to this very special hangout with our very own Pierre Laflamme. As most of you know, Pierre is the president of the Art of Living Canada and has been with Guruji for over 30 years. There is no one better, in my opinion, than him to hear from about Guruji's vision on how it has changed where we were from where we are as an organization today, and why we absolutely cannot miss being part of this historic World Culture Festival, and what it means to us sitting here in Canada. So Pierre, thank you for taking the time to be with us, and welcome to the Hangout.
Thank you very much, Pooja. I would like first to welcome everyone in Canada and US and South America and Europe and India, if there are some people in India. It's a very auspicious time to talk about the World Cultural Festival. Right now, before I start talking about it, I would like to tell you how the plan of Guruji is so perfect. He has a way to do things that is beyond our understanding and comprehension. Before we all gather together physically in India, we will gather together in spirit. It's the first step. That's the reason why on Sunday, January 17, there will be an online meditation with Guruji. This is amazing. It's perfect timing. We all together from all over the world, people, devotees from 155 countries, will all sit and will meditate with Guruji. And this will prepare the ground. This is how I see it. It will prepare the ground for the big gathering in 2 months. So first step for everyone is to sit Sunday morning. It's 9:30 Montreal time, and it's 6:30 LA time, Pacific time, and it will be 2:30 in Europe. We all sit and we'll be with Guruji in spirit, and this will create the first wave of peace and harmony for the whole world. So this is beautiful. For me, it's the first step. And then the second step will be to go there and to be there in March, from March 11 to 13, even to go before and be there for Mahashvaratri will be the best. Now I know that many of you are wondering, should I go? And me, how I'll tell you, you should wonder, how should I go? Not should I go, how? Because it's a must. What we will do is we'll celebrate the 35 years of service to humanity from the Art of Living Foundation. And many of you have been gone, you went to the 25 years of celebration in India in 2006, February 2006, for the Silver Jubilee. Now, those of you who have been there, you know how it is to be in a big crowd of devotees from all over the world. It's simple, it's very friendly, it's moving so smoothly, I could believe it. Me, I remember when Guruji was asking us to go there in 2006, my first reaction was, no, I don't think, I'm too old for that. And there will be 2.5 million people. How I will be there, how I will eat. And even my first and most concern was, if in the middle of the thing I want to go to the bathroom, what I will do? How I will manage all this and to eat and the transportation. I said, oh my God. And then we could resist because Guruji was calling. And it's like a mother, you know, your mother, you live in New York and your mother family lives in LA, and your mother called and said, come, all the family is here. What do? You say, well, I'm not sure. You will make everything. Even if you need to take a vacation or some day off, you will do it because you want to go and be with the family. So it was the same thing. Guruji was calling us in 2006, and we went there, and it was simply amazing. And why? I was thinking about that today. Why? Because why it was so simple and so smooth? Because when Guruji has a sankalpa, and he has the sankalpa in 2006, and he has the same sankalpa right now in 2016 to celebrate the 35 years of service of the foundation. When Guruji has a sankalpa, it's like a wave, a big wave. The only thing you have to do is to surf on the wave. If you just go with it, immediately you will see everything fall into place. Everything go very good. And me, I had this experience even a few weeks ago. I didn't register yet for the WCF. I was waiting and all that. And then I decided to put my attention on it. As soon as I put my attention, everything fell into place. Where to go, how to register, and everything was very smooth. The airplane ticket, everything went so well. And then I realized, this is it. Guruji Sankalpa, you follow it, you're not a participant, you're not just looking, you go with it, you participate. And I am sure that there is many reasons why Guruji is organizing this big gathering. And all of us should be there. In Canada, we have a sankalpa, a goal to get 500 people. Right now, I think we are close to 300.
Yes, that's right.
300. So yes. We need another 200. And I know that it will happen because it's always happening like this in the art of living. Last minute, we are the champion of the last minute decision. It's always like this. You organize a course, even here at the center, we organize a course, and then we have maybe 10, 15 registration, and then suddenly the 2 weeks before the course start, all the registration come, and then you end up with 30 or 40. I know it will be the same. Every one of us, every devotee in Canada should go and bring people with you. Bring friends, bring even people who are not out of living. And don't worry, I will tell you one thing, India knows how to welcome people. And they know how to organize big events. This I have witnessed, I've been in India many times. They know exactly how to organize. And everybody will be comfortable. And it's a big reunion, right? It's like we live in our little town, and we have a family, art of living family, and then we come to the center here in Saint-Mathieu, and then we end up maybe 200, 300, sometimes 500, sometimes 1,000, and then we realize, oh, it's a little bit bigger than I thought. Now I have many more friends. I have many more people that I know now. We are a big family. And then you go to Germany, to the center there, to the ashram, and then again you meet new people. Now you go to India. Whoops, it's bigger. And now with this event will be 3.5 million people. You will realize how big the family is. And it's great because it gives a vision that we see the vision of Guruji. We cannot see the vision because it's a vision. And Guruji has his vision inside, but it manifests, and it will manifest at that time. And then we will realize, oh my God, this is such a beautiful vision. One world family, showing to devotees that we are a big family, and showing to the world that it is possible, showing to the world, you know, through the media and all that, that it is possible to be together. Many people, different race, different nationality, different religion, different age, different gender, everything, everybody will be there. And to show that with this diversity, so much diversity. And Guruji always encouraged diversity because he said, God loves fun and God loves diversity. So it's celebration of the diversity, meeting people from all over the world, but at the same time being all together for the same reason, being in peace and harmony. So this is beautiful. It's simply beautiful.
That is so wonderful to hear, Pierre. We were just wondering, Pierre, you've been with Guruji for so many years now. Was there ever a time where he talked about, we keep hearing stories about how he said we'll be so big one day, but did anything like this ever come into your imagination or anything? Like, did he ever give a clue as to how big we're going to be?
Maybe he said it in India, and I was not there. But when I was there in 1992, this is when I was in India for the first time, and the ashram in Bangalore was so small. It was very small. Even the big meditation hall was not there. Sumer room on top was not there. Only the tree was there. And there was just a few kutir here and there, and the meditation hall where the wedding is happening now, this was the meditation hall. For us, it was so big. I remember I said, my God, the ashram is so big. And Guruji was showing us, this is all the land and all that. And then one day we all went to the tree where the Sumeru Mantap is. We sat there, and Guruji started talking. And he said, one day, there will be thousands and thousands of people here. And at that time, we were about, I think there was no course at that time. Maybe we were about 25 people. people from mostly Westerners. At that time, India was not too much in it. So it was Westerners. And he said, 25 people. And then Guruji said, thousands and thousands of people. And then he said, near the lake, the ashram will move towards the lake. And he said, we'll have a big hall in marble. And we were just listening and saying, well, yeah, maybe. But for us, it was like, it was not impossible, but we cannot imagine. And then slowly things were happening. And me, I remember, I was there in 1992, and I went back 15 years later, not before, because I was asking Guruji, can I go to India? And it's something later, because you have things to do here at the center. So later, and then one day he said, yes, you can come. And then when I went there, I said, my God, this is exactly what he said. He said it will be like this. And what I saw, it's like a manifestation of his vision. And the Silver Jubilee, it's a manifestation of his vision again. And now with this WCF, we are witnessing an expansion of his vision, an unfolding of his vision. I think the vision was there at the beginning, but now we can see the manifestation of his vision.
That's so nice. Pierre, we questions that have come in. Someone's asking, how is being in Delhi in person different than watching the webcast at home? I can meditate with Guruji at home. Why do I need to travel to Delhi?
That's a good question. Absolutely, that's a very good question. It's like Guruji talked about it. He said on the message New Year, if you're alone and you meditate, you get some benefits, and he said it's called tapasya. If you are in a group and you meditate, for example, you have Art of Silence course, or you come for Art of Silence when he's here and you have 300, 400 people, the experience is totally different. Then it becomes a yagya. And the yagya is something that happens in a group that creates so much harmony in the world. So we can sit and just look at Guruji on the screen, and and even like Navaratri, you look at all the puja happening, and this is nice, beautiful. But if you talk to people who have been there in person, they will tell you. I asked Ralph Mata, he was in Navaratri, and I said, how was it? And he looked at me and he said, wow, man. And that's it. This is all he said. But it was like Go and be there and see by yourself, because you know, two things happen when we are there. One thing is for ourselves. It's very egotistic, because you will be sitting, you will be meditating with 3.5 million people. It's amazing. And all the atmosphere, it's like a dream. It's like being on another planet, another world. Me, I call that heaven on earth. If you want to know what is heaven, go there, you will see. It's amazing. So for you, it's like egotistically, I want to get the benefit of being with all my family and being with Guruji. Even if Guruji, there is millions of people, you'll see, he can handle it. His grace is there, and you can feel it, and he will look at you. At one point, you will have this connection with him. There is no problem. And the second thing that is most important is to participate in this yagya. A yagya, you can look at it on TV, but if you're there, it's amazing. And this yagya is for the world. So you're part of it. Do you want to be part of it? And it's a lifetime experience. That's it. I'm sure in 200 years, people will say, you know, in 2016, this event happened, and this is where the switch happened in the humanity. Something happened. Because we all know what's happening right now. I don't have to describe, you just have to open TV, and there is terrorism, there is fear, there is negativity, there is violence. It's all there. What do? Those who are peaceful, they sit and they meditate in their home. Now, what Guruji is saying, the world has to see that there is a lot of people who are good people, people who want to take care of the world, people who want to take care of the society, people who want the violence to be reduced. And these people, they don't stay in the room now. They just go out and they sit in Delhi, and there will be 3.5 million people sitting there. And then it sends a message to the world, saying to the world, see, we can be many people together, happy, peaceful, celebrating, because there will be a lot of celebration. There will be politicians also, so the politics will be there. There will be businessmen, and saying to the world, see, this is another message that we can send. We can be together as one world family in peace and harmony. So don't you think it's a good idea to be part of it? I think so.
Definitely, that's beautiful. That's amazing. There's someone else asking, Pierre, how do I inspire my family and friends to come join me to attend the WCF?
This Guruji always say that it's very delicate. You know, like when you want to have your friends or family to come and take the course. He said you cannot force them. You can just inspire them, being patient and inspire them. I think that we have to talk about it. The main thing is to talk about it, to show whatever publicity that we have. And maybe a family can be, some family member of family will be attracted by spirituality. Then we say this is a spiritual event because we will meditate and there will be a lot of beautiful experiences spiritually. So some people will be interested. Other people, not necessarily. Then we can say it's a gathering for peace. And this can attract a lot of people. You know, we think that the world is big, 7 billion people. We will be 3.5 million sitting and meditating. This will have a big impact on the world, on the vibration. It will send such a beautiful vibration of harmony. So we can say to our family, come and be there for peace. You don't have to be there to be with a guru or things like that, but just be part of it. Be part of this event, and in 10 years, 20 years, you will be so happy to have been part of it.
Yes. We have about 60, 70 people watching the Hangout right now, and I'd like to tell everyone, if you have any questions that you'd like to ask Pierre, you're welcome to write them down and they will appear at the bottom, and we'll do our best to get through all of them. In the meantime, Pierre, there's another question that says, I'm a regular with my sadhana. I meditate, participate in silence courses, and I visit Guruji when he comes to Canada. Why is participating in the WCF an important experience for a devotee? I think you've touched upon this a little bit already, but is there anything else that you'd like to add to that? From a devotee perspective, why is it important?
I think for a devotee perspective, there should be no hesitation. For a non-devotee, yes, hesitation can be there. For a devotee, not at all. There is not a single space of hesitation. Yeah. The master is inviting you to come and celebrate with him. What we do? We just go. And if, again, all the money problem, sometimes with the work, sometimes with the family, as soon as you take the decision, and you can believe me, and you can ask many people, as soon as you take a decision, as a devotee, the grace is there. And even if you say, how I will pay for this, how I will have, how I can leave my work for 2 weeks or 3 weeks or whatever, how this, you don't have to worry. As soon as you take a decision, you say, okay, I am going, and just see how the grace will carry you and will bring you there. And I tell you, it's the most beautiful time for a devotee. You know, we want to meet Guruji here at the center when he comes, and you want to meet him privately, and you want to be in the kutir, and you're so happy to be close to him. Now you're going to Delhi, 3.5 million people, you say, well, how can I be close to Guruji? I tell you, you cannot imagine how close you will be, because you will be in the present moment with him, with his vision. And his vision is so big, and his grace is so big, you will be included. You will feel so close to him. This is exactly how I felt in 2006 for the Silver Jubilee, and I think that every devotee that was there felt the same. So connected to Guruji, so close to him. So, as a devotee, you just go.
That is so true. Silver Jubilee, I think everybody who was there, and I'm sure some of you are already on the call here, that was an experience for everyone. That even though there were so many millions of people, each one of us seemed to have that one little connection with Guruji in those 3-4 days that we were there.
And even I'll tell you, Puja, I remember when I arrived at the ashram, there were so many people, and I never, because I was coming 15 years, so it was the first time, and there were so many people, and I said, oh my God, where is Guruji? And then I saw Guruji far, far, far away. He was going probably towards his kutir. And then suddenly I saw him turning around and coming in our directions. And I tell you, he came right to me. He looked at me and he said, welcome home. Oh. And for me, after that, even if I didn't see him, or I didn't have a chance to talk to him, it was done. And I can tell you one thing, you go there, you will have this look, just a look is sufficient. They look at you and say, you're here. Then you say, okay, now I'm okay. And everything is taken care of. This is the beauty of it. It's big. You know, I remember in Silver Jubilee, there was thousands of buses. Could you imagine that? Thousands of buses in the big parking. And then you go to your bus. You go in, and then you look around and you say, oh my God, it will take days to go. It just happened. Everything happened by itself. Bust, suddenly you're in it, and then everything, food, everything. It is. And the thing that is beautiful is when you come back, you cannot be the same. Your vision is different. Now when you come back and you go to satsang, or as a teacher, you start teaching, you realize, wow, we are so, it is so big. It's a big, big, big movement. And so many people are together meditating and doing their things in different areas, in different cities. So having this beautiful experience, you come back, your vision, you're more in tune with the vision of Guruji.
That actually was the next question as well. Someone was asking, what were some of the tangible benefits that one can hallmark post the celebration of 25 years? Do people really get inspired to go back with a vision that is beyond themselves? And I think you just answered that very beautifully.
Absolutely. And I think that seeing all that is happening there, you come back and you don't feel shy anymore. You feel more confident in approaching mayors and these people, because you know that it's not only me who is here with my little, satsang group. There is a big, big movement behind me. And that movement has a lot of credibility. It's amazing.
Yes. There's a question that's saying, apart from being an attendee of the WCF and a one-time event or experience, how can I take back the message of WCF to my daily life back here in Canada? You seem to be answering all the questions before I ask them here.
Say it again so that I can. What is the question?
That I can go for WCF, and rather than it being just a one-time event or an experience for me, how can I really bring the message back to Canada and apply it to my daily life here?
If I go to WCF and when I come back, this is a question, right?
Yes. What message do I bring and how do I apply it to my daily life here? I think you pretty much touched on it, but yeah, anything else that you can add?
Yeah, I think that, again, it's your vision is broader. Me, I remember when I came back, I was more inclined to approach mayors and people with some position in life because it has really expanded my awareness, my consciousness. And to see, it's like we see exactly what Guruji does. We know that he's doing a lot and he's meeting people, but there you can see exactly what he's doing. There will be people, politicians, and there will be artists, there will be businessmen, there will be so many people there. We are all important, but people who have some position. When you see how Guruji behave with them, how they get inspired, then when you come back, you feel so confident to approach these people and to say, listen, we have something to offer. And the thing that we have to offer is beautiful. And then we know it's beautiful, and we know that it is so big. So you're not saying a lie or fabulating about, no, you're telling the truth. I've been there. There were 3.5 million people. The Prime Minister of India was there. Some ministers, some politicians from US, from all over the world was there. They were there. And there were so many artists, and there was religious people. It is religious leader. Religion right now is such a beautiful, difficult time, going through a difficult time. So many tension and stresses. Now you see, so when you come back, I tell you, so much confidence that you have. And one thing that I will tell you, now that I'm thinking about the politician, Lucie Lapierre, who is in charge of the ABC Art of Living Bureau of Communication, and Pooja also, and Bhavesh, they were, inviting us to contact people, contact mayors and artists. And me, I wanted to do it, but I was a little bit, not hesitant, but I had too many things thinking about it. You always find a reason to not do the right thing or the most important thing. And then I decided 3 weeks ago, or 1 month ago, I said, okay, this is enough. I'm going for it. And as soon as I started doing it, I felt amazing. I felt so good. And Guruji said that. Talk about it. Contact people. Contact mayors, politicians, artists. Contact businessmen. Even if they don't come, it doesn't matter. The pretext is amazing. What we have, all the literature, the brochures that are there, the link on the website, it's amazing. And this is what I did. I contacted 2 mayors that I really know, and then I contacted another politician, former Prime Minister of Canada, an important artist in Quebec, and then I asked the mayor of Saint-Mathieu, can you give me the list of all the mayors in the area? I tell you, I sent an email one day, the next day I received the list of all the mayors. And then I asked Pooja to put the letters together. And this morning I went to have some documents printed. And tomorrow or the day after, it will go out to all the mayors. I don't know them. I know only 2 of them. All the rest, I don't know them. I don't care. It's such a beautiful time and way to show to the people that something is going on in the world. Not only terrorism, not only difficulties, not only problems, there is something good. And if the people don't come, it doesn't matter. At least they will hear about us. And after that, when I come back, I tell you, I will contact them so that they come and meet Sri Sri this summer in July.
Yes.
So everything is possible.
That's wonderful. Someone's asking, there's a lot of preparation that's going into World Culture Festival on ground in India. But what can we from here, from Canada, apart from inviting people, what else can we do to contribute towards WCF?
Inviting people, going yourself, contributing also. There is a WCF souvenir where you can contribute by sending a personal message, which is beautiful, to say how great it is and how you wish the best for this festival and the best for the world. Also, you can maybe have some, if you know people or some companies that businessmen that maybe will not go, but they are like open to this kind of thing, you can approach them and ask them if they would like to send a message. And some people, they like to do that, to just have their name and saying, yes, we wish the best to the World Cultural Festival. So I think contribution, it's a big event. And we know Guruji. I know Guruji for 30 years now. And money, Guruji will never go and ask. He let us, be generous. He let us. And I think that, to give for this cause is amazing. We always find, there is always some money somewhere that we can find and we can give. So I think this can be inviting people, going ourselves, contributing, talking about it, spreading the world so that everyone start hearing about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's the time for the peace and loving people to speak.
Yes.
And also, one thing I would like to say about India. You know, some of you have never been in India. And me, the first time I went there, people told me, be ready, you'll have a shock. You will have a shock. I arrived there, yes, but the shock was just because there were so many people. And I remember this was the first shock, so many people. I never saw so many people. And I arrived in Delhi at night, and I was in a hotel room. And when I left the airport, I was in a taxi and I said, my God, this is like home. There is cars, and because I heard so many things about India, and there is highways. So I said, well, what's the problem? And then in the morning, I just decided to open the windows and go on the patio to balcony to see what's going on, because I was hearing some noise. I opened, and when I look at it, I just closed as quick as I could. And I said, I'm not going there. It's crazy. Did you see that? I couldn't believe it. And then I went, and I tell you, shock, maybe it was 1 day, 2 days, whatever. And then I felt so comfortable. Because first, people are very open. The human values, you can see them in India. Very, okay, it's not perfect, but there are some values that you can, it's so human. And the colors, my God. And the smell, the spices, the food, for me, it's the best food in the world. And after a few weeks, I took a rickshaw and I just went on my own, and I was so happy. And now I'm going back and I'm so happy, and I will go and walk in the streets and just look around, because the shock was more when I came back. That was a shock, because when I came back, I said, where are the people? The only thing I see is cars. Where are the people? So this is one thing. For those of you who have never been there, go. You will see it's beautiful, very beautiful.
I think there's one last question from someone's asking if for whatever personal reason they may not be able to go to WCF, though I don't feel there's a good enough reason. How can they still be a part of it despite not being able to make it there?
How they can be part of it? There will be webcasts, just be on the webcast all the time. Just look at it from your home and in your heart, just be with us in your meditation. Send good vibration. Be there in spirit. You know, spirit can travel very fast. And you will feel it anyway. If you're connected at that time, you should not just, from March 11 to 13, these 3 days, if you stay and you're at home, it should be for the World Cultural Festival. And you should just go and, listen to the webcast and be part of it. And maybe invite friends who didn't go and have it in your home.
Very nice. Is there anything that you'd like to add right at the end, Pierre? The one main reason why you think absolutely not to miss this? Just one reason. Your top reason to not miss WCF.
because Guruji's vision of the world, just to fulfill his vision. His vision is one world family.
Yes.
So to go there and be with your family.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Pierre. This was wonderful. We knew a hangout with you would be special, but this was more than that. It really, we've heard so much logistical details about WCF. This was
Go to me. I think we lost you, Pooja. Maybe Vaishnavi.
Yeah, I'm here. So yeah, I think we've lost her.
Vaishnavi, you can.
Okay, thank you so much, Pierre. For everyone who's on the Hangout, I'll just quickly, briefly go over the accommodation and travel details for WCF. If you have any questions, please make a note of them and you can email them to me and I will answer all of them. But right now, we do not have that much time to answer questions. So very briefly, I'm just going to quickly go over it. Some of you have already been through this, but even then, many people have questions. So, if you can just stay there, it'll just take about 5 to 7 minutes to quickly go over it. I'm going to share my screen right now. Okay, so we are on the main page, theartofliving.org website. So for any information related to WCF, you can just go on to events and click on the World Culture Festival 2016. And this is the landing page for World Culture Festival. It pretty much has all the details about WCF. The very first thing that I would like to mention is many of you who are booking your hotels and your flights have not registered for the event pass. So it is very necessary that you first book for the event pass, because registering just flights and hotels does not ensure that you will have entry into the event, just because it is going to be hard for them to track. So if you can all, definitely, if you plan to come to India, first go to the event pass and register you and your family members as a first step. And then of course you can book everything else later. The main thing is of course your hotel and flight after the event pass. So if you click on that, that takes you to the Sumeru Holidays website. You can even directly visit the website, but this is one way to do this. And we have specially tailor-made packages for Canadian guests. So if you click on that, very briefly to go over these, we have a few packages which includes only WCF, the event, and your accommodation during the event, and some other inclusions. So if you look at the dates, they're all from the 10th to the 14th of March. So there's Canadian bronze and silver, gold and diamond. So each of these package has a different star hotel. So as you can see in the Canadian bronze, it's a 3-star hotel. Although it is saying 3-star, but they are giving us a 4-star. So even if you go for a bronze package, that's really good enough, because you are getting a very good hotel. All these hotels are very good high-end hotels, so you should not have any problem with your accommodation in your stay. And then of course the silver is the 4-star, gold is 5-star, and the diamond is a deluxe. It's a 5-star deluxe. For all details about the package, if you just click on details and you go to inclusion, it will tell you what all is included in that package. Okay, so just to brief you about it, all of these packages include meet and assistance service at Delhi airport, which means someone will be there to guide you to get to your hotel. But there is no transportation from the airport to the hotel. Transportation is included only from the hotel to the venue every day, back and forth. And this is a twin sharing hotel, which means in each room there will be 2 people. If you want to book someone with yourself, then you can do that, or if you just book only for yourself, then they will choose someone in your room. And then there's breakfast, complimentary breakfast included. There's a half-day Delhi tour, a city tour included, and also complimentary Wi-Fi. So all of these packages are similar. They all include that. These packages are really good. The main reason to book these packages is they have shuttle service from the hotel to the venue, which is quite important because they are going to drop you closer to the seating area. If you decide to come by yourself, then you may have to walk quite a bit to get to the seating area. So just to save yourself from the walk, it's better to book these packages. Also, it's going to be so crowded in Delhi with so many people, so we don't know how much transportation will be available for you to get there. So these packages are all well made by Sumeru, by India, so you will be completely taken care of if you book these packages. So these are the hotel packages for WCF. Apart from that, we have 2 very good tour packages. So one is WCF with Agra, Delhi, Rishikesh, and then we have the WCF plus Panchbhuta. In these packages, your local flights are also included. So any flight from Delhi to Dehradun or Delhi to South India, wherever it is, all these local flights will be included. Excuse me. And apart from that, accommodation, again, as per your itinerary, breakfast is included, complimentary Wi-Fi, free shuttle service from your hotel to the venue is all included. And then we have the WCF plus 5 days advanced meditation program. So for those of you who would like to visit the Bangalore ashram after WCF, you can book this package because this will also be an opportunity for you to visit the ashram, and you can also take a course at that time. So this package will include the WCF plus your course fee and your flights from Delhi to Bangalore for the course. And then we have the Shivratri package. So most of us probably will be going for Shivratri. Either you can decide to just visit the ashram and attend Shivratri, or you can take a course during Shivratri. So there are many different courses being offered, but this package specifically is for a silence program with WCF. Again, your flights from Bangalore to Delhi will be included in this package. So basically, if you go to details for each of these, you will have all the details of what is included and your itinerary and all of that. And if you have any questions after you've gone through them, you can definitely write to me or call me. And for those who do not want to take a course during Shivratri and only want to attend Shivratri celebration, there is no accommodation available at the ashram. So you will have to book a hotel outside the ashram. So for that, if you just go on to the hotel and click Bangalore, you just need to put your dates in there. So whatever dates you decide to stay, March 6th to the 7th, and you put all of those details. If you click on search for hotels, it will directly take you to Shivratri hotel registrations. So the hotel registration will also include your transport from the hotel to the ashram every day and your 3 meals. So the price includes all of that. Okay, so this is a little slow, but that's where it will lead you to.
But there are questions about travel. You can all write to travel@using.ca and it will be answered as soon as possible.
Okay, and that is for Shivratri hotel. Sorry, I didn't go through the whole thing because I'm sure you can just click it and go by yourself. There's this budget hotel package on the main page. Just to briefly go over this, for those of you who think that the Canadian packages are slightly expensive, you can book these budget hotels. They are not the best, but all the details of the hotel is there, including the pictures. So you can actually book those hotels as well. But I would really recommend you to go through the proper packages that are made for Canadians. And one last thing, there's pre and post WCF packages. So for those of you who want to just have a small tour to say wherever, whichever place for 1 or 2 days, we have these small packages as well. So like 1 day Agra tour, Jaipur overnight, and all of that. So if you don't have much time and you can't take those long tour packages, you just have 1 or 2 days, you can go for those packages. So that's about it, and if you have any further questions, you can definitely write to me or give me a call. Just one last thing I want to mention is these package prices are going to increase as of Jan 20th by $200 because they've blocked many hotel rooms and they need to let go of some rooms, and for that very reason these prices are going to go up as of Jan 20th. So if you do decide to take these packages, please do it as soon as possible. I'm available almost 24/7 to answer any questions you have.
Vaishnavi, can you just go back to the landing page and just tell everyone that there is an icon right at the bottom for the Global Leadership Forum and for the souvenir contribution. So anybody who wants to contribute for the souvenir, like Pierre said, with a personal message or an ad, you can go to the souvenir page. And Global Leadership Forum is a conference that's happening in the morning of the 12th and the 13th of March. It's a very targeted audience, brilliant speakers there, including Guruji. Those of you who would like to participate, all the information is here on this icon, as well as there's an opportunity for you to attend for free if you are able to register about 4 delegates. Again, all this information is here, but we will also be sending them via email to the national database at some point. So thank you everyone for being here. And once again, thank you Pierre for being so wonderful as always. We will have this video up and send it to whoever couldn't make it. But thank you for taking the time, and let's just all get together and shake Canada up pre-WCF and then shake the world up post-WCF. So we'll see you in India. Until then, Jai Gurudev.
Bye, Jai Gurudev.